a flurry of Boko Haram attacks in neighboring states of Plateau, Nasarawa, and the Federal Capital Territory. It was also observed that Boko Haram terrorists initially converged in training cells around the mountainous areas of Alkeri and Toro local government areas in the state, from where they launched attacks on neighboring states, including the Federal Capital Territory. The effect of the return of Boko Haram to Bauchi State. The effect of the federal government in the restoration of peace to Bauchi State have been tremendous. The team of observers discovered this much on the assessment tour. The trend in Bauchi State indeed halted the furtherance or spread of activities of Boko Haram groups in the neighboring state. This is one of the hills that Bauchi State has witnessed to a large extent. The nefarious activities of Boko Haram group manifest in jailbreaks attacks and police stations, suicide bombing, and places of worship and other public places. The team of observers identified that indeed normalcy has returned and the various Boko Haram cells have been destroyed. In a way, this act of the Nigerian military indeed displaced the Boko Haram groups from their operational bases, from where attacks in neighboring states, including the Federal Capital Territory, are planned. The Nigerian military consequently turned former Boko Haram colonies into forward operational base in parts of Bauchi State. This was indeed responsible for the failure of Boko Haram groups to regroup in part of Bauchi State. The hard stance by the Nigerian military in addressing the Boko Haram threat in Bauchi State is responsible for the inability of Boko Haram group to launch attacks in neighboring Plateau, Nasarawa, and the FCT, unlike in time past, where these states were under the siege of Boko Haram groups. It was also observed that the turning point in the arresting of the activities of Boko Haram groups started 5 years ago when President Muhammadu Buhari directed the command of the control headquarters of the Nigerian military to relocate to northeast Nigeria. Humanitarian issues in Bauchi State are at the lowest ebb, and normalcy has returned to communities across the state that was once under the control of the Boko Haram insurgents. This is the findings that we have. So by the time we take reactions from stakeholders, we will be able to draw our conclusions and recommendations by the findings and assessment that we have done. Thank you. It must be stated that the Muhammadu Buhari administration has indeed demonstrated an enviable commitment towards the return of normalcy in Bauchi State. This much was evident in the operational effectiveness of the Nigerian military in ensuring that the Boko Haram threats are curtailed to the barest minimum. This much also largely ensured that residents of the Federal Capital Territory are free from the Boko Haram scourge in the past 5 years. We wish to state that though the Nigerian military has achieved a lot with regards to Boko Haram threats, it must be noted that there are still some areas that need improvement in the quest for sustainable peace in northeast Nigeria and northeast and Nigeria at large. Recommendations. The federal government must ensure that it continues to improve Nigerian military with the needed resources and support it required as it pushes for the final dissemination of the Boko Haram terrorist group. The leadership of the Nigerian military must continue to provide incentive and innovations that will sustain the present morale of the troops in battle in the northeast Nigeria and other internal security operations currently ongoing across the country. The Nigerian Army and the Nigerian Air Force must continue to work in synergy towards curtailing the remnants of Boko Haram terrorists in parts of northeast Nigeria, as well as activities of other criminal groups across the country. Thank you.